over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, that 380, 52. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Out, 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 out. Hey, hey.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. So that'll back him up 5. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Easy.
On the toss, here's White. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Don't get nervous. Switch, switch, switch. Check 52. No, 66.
Brady deferring to White on the draw. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 9, check 9.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
And the Patriot first down.
Wait, that. Wait, 52. Oh, here we go. Oh, hey, ball 66. Rip.
On 1st down, Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Cut. Hey, 2nd.
To throw again, Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got?
Balaj. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
61, matchbox, White.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. After getting that turnover on the 1st drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Fitzpatrick. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. They'll run here with Ballage. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Fitzpatrick to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Brady gives this to White. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, it's Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. To Gordon, out left. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check 55, Mike. Get the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, Drake. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Dante Hightower on the stop. Looking to throw on second down. Fitzpatrick. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a...
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They run it with Ballage. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
We got this, fellas. Come on.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now Ballage. That good for 19 and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, it's Drake. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Shift. Strong.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Brings up 4th and 1.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Sanders' kick is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Brady's throw there complete. The 20. There he goes. Julian Edelman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots get a score closer. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Now on 2nd and 13, Fitzpatrick. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. He was looking that time for Stills. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
That one good for 37 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. First down, here's White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
I'm coming for you, 27. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
Gonna go 5-0 here?
Single. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Check tight. Check tight.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Regular. Get off the field. Let's get off the field. Mike, 36.
Hey, high 7.
Focus, defense, focus.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. And, okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Check.
High 20.
Check. 53's right. You're trapped. You're trapped.
The drive will commence with a run by Billage. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Regular.
Now Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Fitzpatrick on 3rd and 2. This one into the hands of the running back, Billage. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down again. Lawrence Guy providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Hey, Alabama.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee, Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's White trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. Flushed out right. But he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on. Come on.
Fine. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 26. The drive starts with a run by White. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Check 99. Check 99.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Crunch.
Let's go on. No, 66. Rip.
After the sack on 1st down, Brady, that is incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. But now it's 3rd down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way has made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball. But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And a give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
Play 20.
Line 36. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Again, it's Ballage trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Here's Fitzpatrick. It's complete. Stills. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's White. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
At the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Goal 50. Hey, Charlie. Hey, goal 66.
Brady going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Regular. 52. Alabama.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
At 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. He's got Lacoste over the middle. And, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Safety's creeping.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think he even go into a huddle.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. 10, and he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Will that score you just added on the board will energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
Hey, set. And it's getting it home.
They start to drive with White, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping is big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Choose the mic. Here we go. By 52. When he hits.
To throw is Brady. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Wait, set. Wide, 80. 52 right here. 52. Let's go, Bandit. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Once again.
Back to throw. And he fires one incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On a handoff, it's White. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Right, 36 to Mike. 34. Right. He's telling right. 4 down.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. Shadow. Bravo. 55.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial.
Ozzy.
Full.
65.
Hey, 66.
One final try now for Brady. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I got you.
Check it. 50.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that
One
up?
of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
It is.
how do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. But let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive guy. Look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make one play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Pats, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.